15-minute race at Daytona in the USA. So it's going to be a reverse grid for this one. So Benzo, let's get it right, here we go. Benzo takes pole position from Potsy in second, Firepower in third, Dan Belly in fourth, Molson in fifth, Seaboard sixth, Serial Calculator in seventh, Sam's Ginger in eighth, Shameless Cash in ninth, K3 in 10th place on the grid, Tony takes 11th, Moz 12th, Incy 13th, and Fitzy in 14th place. Let's get this final race from Daytona underway. Bit of a stall on the lights there. But the lights are out and we're away, and Benzo gets a cracking start in the third and final one from Daytona. Who is really on it is Benzo in this third and final one. Headlights are on. Getting a bit darker in this third and final race from Daytona. Molson's chasing him down in that second place. He's keeping pretty much with him. One or two tyres there on the green stuff from Molson, but it's sticking with Benzo, doing his level best to pass him, not quite sure. Oh, he's got Seabrods right behind him in that third place, followed by Dan Bailey, Serial Car Killer, let's get it right. Potsy, Shameless Cash and K3 are your top 8 guys in this third and final one. Molson taking that inner line, pretty much sticking with your race leader Benzo at the moment. Can Benzo hanging on there and take the win in this third and final one from Daytona? Molson is asking questions of him, and Molson gets a great drive through that corner, right up his rear end, and he's going to pass him. Oh, gets a great drive through that corner, does Molson, through the bus stop section. Can he make it stick through here? And he does. So Molson takes first place from Benzo now, which is carrying a wee small half a second penalty, which I don't think he'll be too chuffed about. I'm sure Molson will be in that first place. Dan Bailey now currently in third place. Be good to see if Dan Bailey can hang on to that third and take a podium spot, but he's getting chased down by Benzo now in fourth place, and Serial Calculator though has moved up into third place now. Oh, great little scrap here. Look, and brake disc glowing really red around that section of the track. Oh, Dan Belly moves up into second now, so great racing there from Dan Belly to take that second spot. Molson still in the lead, and we've got Calculator chasing down Dan Belly for that second spot, and not too far behind him is Benzo in fourth place. Let's go down with Benzo in fourth place. He's got Seabrod not too far behind him. Looking like this must be possibly the best race of three. Loads of got the smoke coming off the tyres there of Benzo as he goes round that right-hander in that fourth gear, 9800 mile an hour plus round that section of the track. But Benzo just hangs on to that fourth position. Molson still your race leader with Dan Bailey in second now. Benzo under pressure now from Seabroad. Oh, have we got, looks like the guys have slowed down, have they? Have they? I'm not quite sure. I thought we had a safety car up there. Looks like the guys have slowed down a bit, but they haven't, and Benzo and Seabroad still scrapping it out rather, not crapping it out. That's what happens, guys, when you drink too much vodka. Benzo now into the bus stop. A little switch between them two guys. Benzo in fourth place and Seabroad in fifth. But to get through that section pretty much nice and clean. K3 back there is fighting it out also with Benzo. Is K3 going to take it off Benzo? And he does. K3 up into that fifth position. Benzo in fourth, Serial Calculator third, Dan Belly in second, and Molson is your race leader. Really looking good in this third and final race. These guys are really warmed up. This is the Ultimate Racing League. These are your League 2 races. Let's go down the field just a wee little bit. Benzo with the pressure now from Seabrod, not too far behind him. He's turning in 7th and Moz in 8th place. Got loads of scraps going off in this third and final one. Oh, look at Benzo there, scrapping it out with Seabrod. Benzo's going to go down the... No, he's going to stick behind him. I thought he was going to go down the inside line there of Seabrod, but sticks with him. Tony there in 7th place. 8th place is Tony, and 7th place is Tony rather, and Moz in 8th place. Look at these scraps going off in this mid section of Pat Molson, Stoney race leader Dan Bell in 2nd, Serial Carkiller in 3rd. Oh, these guys are on it. Must be a full moon. As long as nobody's pulling a moonie in this race, we'll be okay. So Tony now from Moz, 7th and 8th place, guys. He's pretty much close together. Sam's, I'm going to say Sam's Ginger there was in the sunset place. Looks like he moved down the field just a little bit. So Tony there in 6th place, followed by Benzo and Moz. Great little scrap here. Can Moz take the inside line of Benzo? Looking down the inside, looks like Benzo's going to go for that higher line. Oh, great little scrap here between Benzo and Moz, and Seabrod also in the mix there, high up on the bank. But Incy fighting back now. He's going to take that 7th place off him. Incy moves up and down to 7th place, followed by Benzo in 8th round. The tricky section. Look at the smoke going off the tyres around that section, giving the brakes a good workout, that's for sure. What a race, guys. This is awesome stuff. Look at these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, must be about 5 or 6 cars having a great little scrap here. 6th place down to what? 10th or 11th place, something like that. Guys fighting it out. Must be on steroids or something, I don't know. They must be on something. They're really going for it in this third and final one. Wanting to add some more points to their championship standings. Seabrod, oh, did he have, was that his own fault, or did he get a little knock? I'm not quite sure, but Seabrod's just going to hang on to that 8th place. I just think from Sam in 9th place. Sam now moves up into 8th place, Seabrod into 9th and into 10th, and Shameless Cash in 11th. Hey, you don't need to be on the BBC One watching songs of praise, guys, when you've got racing like this, I'll tell you. So, Sam, in 8th place, Seabrod in 9th, he's getting chased down by Incy in 10th, and we've got Fitzy just behind him there. So mid-pack, let's take a look at your race leader, guys. Not seen him for a bit, have we? Molson in your first spot, just going to the start-finish line there. But Dan Bailey, 2nd place. Really looking good for Dan Bailey at the moment. Can he take that 1st place off Molson? 8 minutes and 14 in your fastest guy in the track is Dan Bailey, 1:55.554. So as you can see, Dan Bailey with that fastest lap is doing his level best to stick with Molson. Top 2 guys. Great lead. We've got Cyril Carkiller there in 3rd place, not so far behind him is K3 in 4th place. So we've got 1st and 2nd having a little scrap. We've got 3rd and 4th place and a good little fight out with the headlights all on. Then we've got Tony, good 5th position. Tony's had a pretty good round here actually in all 3 races at Daytona, so a good 5th position there for Tony. Moz is not too far behind him. We've got Sam's Ginger in 7th place, so we've got a little bit of gap there between Benzo and Benzo, Incy and Fitzy fighting it out now. Looks like Incy's going to get right into the draft of Benzo's. He's going to take him. Looks like Incy's going to take that position off Benzo, and he does so. Incy now moves up into 8th place. Racing round this section of the track, not for the faint-hearted, I can assure you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars in the mix in this middle to the back of the pack-ish. A few sparks flying off a car back there. Benzo 10th place, got C. Broaden in 11th place, Seamus Cash in 12th. Firepower carrying a penalty note. Christ knows where he's picked that up from. Yeah, absolute naff. And we've got Potsy in 14th place. He's not all that far behind Firepower really, so could see a good ending between Firepower and Potsy in his closing stages. Back up with your leader once more, Molson. Hard on it. Is he going to take this win? Dan Bailey there's got other ideas. He's asking a few questions on Molson because he's only about a second or so behind him, so still plenty of time. Dan Bailey to catch up to Molson. Cyril Carkler currently podium position in 3rd place. K3 though, not too far behind him. Just about a second or so behind K3 there. Tony in 5th. So they're pretty spread out, aren't they, guys? We've got a little battle going off here. Sam's Ginger and Incy fighting it out. 7th and 8th place. Let's see if Incy can get a bit closer to, or gets a good drive through that corner. Does Incy? Gets right up, has a good sniff at the back end of Sam's Ginger Cam. Pretty much neck and neck between these two guys as we go around this back section of the track. 6th gear, gonna hit the 150 mark almost. Yeah, 153 mile an hour plus around this section. Sam's Ginger. Oh, he can smell that exhaust pipe of Incy. Is he going to take him coming in? Oh, not the best place to make a pass around that section of the track, but he's sticking with him. Is Sam's Ginger giving it everything he's got to Incy. Come on, cameraman, catch up, catch up. Who's your money on, guys? Incy in 7th, Sam Ginger in 8th. Could it be anybody for that 7th and 8th spot at the moment? Let's go back at your leader once more, which is still Molson. How far behind is Dan Bailey? He's not far behind, so any of these top 2 guys can take the win in this 3rd and final race from Daytona in the U.S.A. K3 in 3rd, Cyril Carkiller in 4th, and we've got Moz in 5th place, who's after Moz. Cyril Carkiller, no sorry, Moz there, there's Moz, 5th place. This is what happens, guys, when you drink too much. There's Incy, and he's got Sam's Ginger out on the heels of him. Dan Bailey, 155.554, fastest guy on the track, and you can see why. He's after that 1st place, he's after Molson. Let's go on board with Dan Bailey. Oh, sugar lumps. I nearly swore. You can't swear on YouTube, guys, not on. Oh, unlucky there for Dan Bailey, but when K3 goes through, as you can see there, Oh, really lucky there for Dan Belly, but you can see he was putting the pressure onto Molson. He was giving it everything he's got. Really lucky there for Dan Belly, but he's still in third. He's still on the podium. A good finish still for Dan Belly, but I think he'll be a bit disappointed around that section of the track, but he was giving it everything he could. Oh, Cyril Kakler now in 4th place, followed by Moz in 5th place. 14 minutes and 47 gone of the third and final race, Daytona USA, and it's looking good for Molson, looking really good for Molson. Look at the lead he's got. What a race he has had. And he's going to be the race winner surely in this third and final race. Chunky points for Molson in his third and final one in the league championship. As you can see him go around this final corner as we head down towards the finish line. He's not going to do anything stupid here, is he? Nah, he keeps it nice and clean. Great racing here from Molson. Headlights are on, and we're going to get a flash of the lights as he goes past the finish line. Congratulations to Molson taking the win in third and final one. K3 is going to bring it home in second, and he does. Dan Bailey on the podium in third place. Congratulations to him. They've got Cyril Kakula and Moz 4th and 5th, Incy in 6th, and Sam Ginger in 7th place. Tony is going to bring it home in 8th place, followed by Seamus Cash in 9th, Fitzy in 10th place. C Broad, surely he's going to take 11th place, and there he goes over the line. Benzo 11th, sorry. C Broad in 12th, 13th place goes to FirePower, and 14th place goes to Potsy. Oh, what a race, guys. Definitely the best race entertainment wise from Daytona. Third and final one. Congratulations to Molson taking first place. K3 in second on the podium. Also Dan Bailey on the podium in third. We'll see you next week, guys, for round 3.